Hi, Lori.
Hi, Ned. How are you today?
I'm good. Now, do you remember the first thing you asked me when I came in this morning?
I think I might have asked if you were enjoying your day off.
You were asking me if I was enjoying my day off. Today was supposed to be a day off, but there's a lot going on. And we have an unusual angle here, and why are we at this unusual angle?
We wanted y'all to see the happy birthday that got put up for Ned. And I understand his office was filled with balloons, too.
They were. Oh, you never saw them? What?
No, you bagged them up. Did you bag them up to pop them later to relieve frustration?
That might not be a bad plan, because here, as I'm working on my day off, and as you're working late, since it's afternoon, do you want to tell everybody what I was just telling you about that I got on the computer?
He's got a lot of stuff he's got to read. Lots of documentation.
Mm-hmm. And what is the documentation about?
I assume it's about when we can reopen, or all the things we need to think about before we can reopen. It's mind-boggling.
It is mind-boggling, and we have just gotten instructions from the conference on reopening for worship. And as I was telling Laurie, I glanced at 3 of the 4 documents that they sent. There is a 17-page, what they're calling a graphical, I think it's a presentation, which is PowerPoint on reopening. There is a 48-page handbook for churches on reopening. There's a 10-page summary on the handbook. And all of it to say what we need to do before we reopen. And this is a valid concern. Before this, I had been sharing some other things with you and with members of, and let me get it right, it's the Nominations and Leadership Committee. And I'm working with them because one of the roles for the Nominations and Leadership Committee is to advise the church council on the context for mission and ministry in the church in the local setting. So we're going to talk about COVID with lay leadership, as I improperly call them. But we had some websites that I shared yesterday about things that churches had to do. Got some more documentation this morning. Morrisville United Methodist Church has someone in the congregation who's just retired from the Department of Homeland Security, and had met with them and told them things they needed to think about. Ferry Farm Baptist Church starts their drive-in worship this coming Sunday, and we were laughing at their
Do
list.
not get out of the car.
It is a state violation. Not pick up anyone else on the way to worship. It is a state violation.
Even if you have a key, don't come into the church building.
And you're not going to use the bathroom when you come to the church for drive-in worship. It's a state violation, and it's there in capital letters. So at least we got a laugh out of it on the day you're working late and the day that. So we're working hard to get things ready. Drive-in worship will begin on the 24th. Support seems very soft for that, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because that'll be a way to look at what it's going to be like when we can come back. So if I push that, with that soft support, forgive me, but I want us to be ready when the time comes. So, and by the way, let me say this is important. It looks like in-person worship, based on what we just got from the conference, will not begin until we enter phase 3, according to the governor's plan. So that's a way down the way. Say worship's going to resume in person at Round Hill.
Not until July.
Yeah, so we may not be the only ones who are holding off.
And who even knows? Will that be phase 3? Is phase 3 a requirement from the government?
Yes, from the governor.
Okay.
This is the Governor Northam's plan. But, we're going to have to be patient. Some churches, I've got a colleague from the reserves who has 2 services at his church in Newport News on Sunday, in-person services. So we're not going to rush into this. Things are going to be very deliberate. I'm grateful for the work that's gone in from the conference, from Bishop Lewis. If you see the video we just posted on, from Alex Joyner on the Eastern Shore, the DS over there, from Brenda Laws, the deacon who's on the Eastern Shore. Good people have been working on this, and we got a lot of work to do. So, please leave Lori. You're in an overtime, and I'm in on a vacation day. By the way, I have 20 vacation days to take off, between now and June 30th. So, we may be making a lot of videos like this, but that's okay. We need to. So please pray for us as we all together as a church get back to worship, and won't that be a good day? So, yeah, we're not there yet, but we will get there. So thank you for everyone's help, and thank you for your prayers. And bye, Lori.
Goodbye.
Okay,
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to keep working.